Came through to give you your timeless reading for this period. Alright, let's get it, Aries. Hey, love. Queen of Swords, first thing out, Aries. So I feel like you guys are really in this space where you're putting yourself first. And I think this is good because you guys are really like big givers, Aries. And I just feel like you're really speaking your truth, really putting things in their place, people in their place. I feel like you're stepping away from confrontation though. Even if you are putting yourself first, with the Five of Swords here, I just feel like in reverse, I just feel like you're not trying to like be confrontational with anybody. You just want somebody to hear you out. Page of Swords in reverse. It's like, yeah, like people are like they act like they know you, but they don't, Aries. And it's like a whole lot of just people thinking. A lot of thoughts going on, like people thinking they know you, people thinking they know your intentions when they really don't. And you being this Queen of Swords is like you having to set the record straight and just kind of like step back. Like like, I feel like you're saying like, yeah, I'm gonna let you know what it is, but I'm not about to argue with you. Two of Pentacles comes out. So it's like you've kind of been juggling these kind of energies for a while as well. Like really kind of like deciding who you need to put in their place and who you should just like walk away from. And I feel like it's about to become really clear to you. There could be some wow, Seven of Swords in reverse. This is good though because I feel like with you wondering like who you should keep and who you should like let go of, I think those people are being revealed to you around this time. Could be somebody from the past, like a baby's father, I'm hearing, or like a child's mom. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like this person and you had a lot of confrontation in the home. Like things were just kind of like scattered. And even if you guys didn't live together, it was just a lot of like imbalanced energy, just a lot of like argumentative energy I'm hearing as well. It's like you wanted to be independent in certain aspects, and I feel like this person kind of wanted to keep you on a short leash or vice versa, however it resonates for you. Six of Swords, yeah. So somebody decided to move away from this energy. Somebody was like, I want my independence back. I feel like somebody really wanted their independence back, so they decided to move on to something less argumentative where you don't have to be overworking your thoughts all the time. Because Aries, like most of your cards that came out are swords. Five of Swords, Queen of Swords, Page of Swords, Six of Swords. Had a lot of swords, so it's been a lot of thought going into this. That's where that Two of Pentacles comes with the juggling. It's really juggling your thoughts. I feel like somebody is exhausted with like accepting apologies and just having the same old messages over and over again with someone. Like someone was very emotionally immature and they thought like everything was a game. And I feel like this person could have been very sneaky in the past and they really thought that like you wouldn't like catch on to it or whatever. But I feel like you did with the Seven of Swords in reverse. And that's what made you decide you had to move forward. If this person does come back with an apology, I just don't feel like you want to accept it because you're tired of the confrontation and the mental anguish. Yeah. King of Swords comes out. So this is like divine counterpart. So maybe in some of you guys' situation, both of you guys decided like to just cut your losses because it was just too much going on. Nobody wants to offer an apology. Nobody wants to reconcile. Yeah, Page of Pentacles in reverse. No one's giving energy to this anymore. Watch your spending too, Aries. Watch your spending around this time. Start saving more. Yeah, You definitely want to watch your spending. As I say that, you get the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles in reverse, because there could be some delays in like resources coming to you or some help coming into you. So you want to kind of just manage your spending around this time. Also manage your energy, because you've already felt this. You want to return to a situation. You don't want to get into a situation where you just giving, and receiving crumbs and then being left out, even still after giving and just not receiving. You don't got to give to everybody with a handout. Yeah, Three of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, you don't have to give to everybody with a handout. It's time for you to kind of like take a step back and just do things on your own. You could have been trying to like, do things with people and it just wasn't panning out. And it's because it's time for you to step out on your own. And in the past, somebody could have had you in a situation where they was like giving to somebody else and giving to you too, and you felt like you was always getting the short end of the stick as well. Like you were getting crumbs from somebody because they were so busy giving to other people all the time, and then it was just energy of being left out in the cold. Like damn, like all your efforts with the Six of Pentacles in reverse just kind of like went to waste. But now there's something new coming in, a new change, new shift. Like your thought process is clearing up now. Now you're going to start to see things clearly, which is going to take you into this, time period of just really having a lot of things start to go your way. I feel like after a long time, like now you're going to have some mental rest. Thank you, Spirit. Get the Ace of Pentacles as well. So, yeah, in the past where you were depleted and you weren't getting anything, I feel like something good is coming in for you with these two aces. It's like clarity, victory, success, financial stability, like some blessings coming in for like all the hard work that you've had to put in. The Hermit card comes out to say like it really just like I said, it's time for you to do things on your own, but it's also time for you to just go within, do that shadow work, so that when these blessings do come in, you'll be in the right space to receive them. Because a lot of your Pentacle cards were in reverse, so it was a lot of stagnant energy in regards to finances and stability in home. And I feel like going within and just really seeing things clearly, and seeing what wasn't working for you is actually what's going to give you this victory and success. Thank you, Spirit. And then you come out in your own reading with the Aries. I'm sorry, with the with the Aries, with the Emperor card and the Six of Wands. So like, yes, Aries, you are still going to be successful. You are going to have those things that you've been working hard to have. You're going to step back into this space of power in your life. And I feel like you're just going to be doing the things that's best for you. But these things are going to empower you, Aries. Like you getting your power back, Aries. Like after a while, like I feel like with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, this really had you feeling like ugh, because you're a cardinal sign, so you like to have things established. You like to be innovative. You like to be getting things going. What I'm also hearing is make sure you don't take on so many projects at once that you can't focus on anything and give it your full attention, and drop in the spaces. Like really sit down with yourself and figure out, like I said, what deserves your energy. What are you going to really invest in? Because you don't want to be like doing so many things with this Two of Pentacles right here that you just like you're trying to keep your footing, because you don't need you got your hands full with too much stuff. So really try to focus in this time period on certain things that are going to bring you this clarity and this stability here, because this is what's really important to you right now. Is just having like your finances solid, your mind clear, that peace of mind, and really being back in control of your environment. But the Six of Wands coming out with the Emperor is like, you got it, Aries, you got it. So like, don't worry about external things anymore. I feel like that's what this is with this and this Three of Pentacles in reverse. Don't worry about what didn't work in the past anymore, because you're not there anymore. You're no longer there with the Six of Swords. You've moved on from that. So now you have to come to yourself as you are now, where you are now in your journey. That's what's really important. Use the past as a reference, not a residence. Just kind of look there and see where you could have been giving and not receiving, or vice versa. However, and control over your energy coming back in. a lot of power and control over your energy coming back in, your spaces, your mind, your thoughts. You're starting to really grab it, you know what I mean, and mold it into what you want it to be. And that's that successful energy because you guys are very successful with in inputting. So just focus in on the things that are important for you right now, which is really you, Aries. I feel like it's really you. Externally, you can have everything, but it's time to kind of like slow down, calm down a bit, really go within, temper yourself. Yeah, Queen of Cups comes out. It's time to tap into that heart chakra. What are you feeling, Aries? What are your emotions right now? Because you can have a lot of emotions brewing underneath the surface and you're not allowing yourself to feel them. And that can turn into like some internal confrontation. So, or some mental conflict. So, really tap into your emotions around this time. Start nurturing yourself more. Get near some water. Thank you, Spirit. We have the I'm sorry, the 10 of Wands in reverse. So yeah, tapping into your heart chakra, cleansing, doing some spirit baths, really just getting in tune with your heart is gonna like relieve a lot of burden. Maybe this is like I said, someone that you could have had a family with or something that was just really deep for you and it kind of shook your core when everything had to fall apart. And I feel like it wasn't so much that it was falling apart, it was how it was falling apart, the process, the back and forth with the Two of Pentacles, like just back and forth, just juggling all these words and arguments and stuff with all these swords that came out. Somebody had you like really in your head a lot. And I feel like you're more action oriented, so that kind of like bothered you. You have the Sun card, Aries. So I feel like things are really about to start turning around for you. Things are going to start to get better. You're going to start to see where you were allowing too many external forces to like come in and conflict with your goals and your ideas and your energy. It's like it was too much going on. That's why it's really important that you just take that time and fall back. Just fall back for a bit, Aries. Just fall back. Just really take some time for yourself. Get out of the rat race. Get out of the competitive energy. You don't have to compete with anybody. What's yours is going to be yours, Aries. What's yours is yours. You don't have to compete with anyone. You don't have to have confrontation with anyone. Because with the Eight of Wands here at the bottom of your deck, there's going to be opportunities that's coming in that's only for you. Some opportunities to travel, some communication. The Hierophant. I feel like it's going to be some time for you to speak your truth. Again, there again. But now, when you journey, and with the Two of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck, it's like you're no longer mentally conflicted. You're no longer like stuck in your head juggling thoughts. Like this spiritual enlightenment that you had has really put things into perspective for you. Four of Wands in reverse. So maybe it's not the time to move. Okay, Aries. Maybe you need to kind of like root yourself somewhere for a minute. Because if you do decide to move right now, it probably won't be somewhere that you'll be satisfied. Also, this is representative of that unhappy home situation that you were in. So there's like a two different messages here. For someone who's just like looking to move, not someone who's moving away from confrontation, but just looking to move, maybe you need to wait and build for a minute. But for some of you who are leaving an unhappy home with that Six of Swords, I feel like it's time to do that. It's time to shift your environment. You got the Two of Cups coming out. So I feel like if you're gonna go into any type of like business agreements with anyone or just really needing someone who can feel you on a an empathic level, I feel like someone's gonna be there to like offer you that support. We got the Knight of Swords in reverse. So that's good. Because remember we were talking about earlier that, that confrontational energy, not really wanting to be confrontational with anyone. And that's good because it's kind of like showing that, like, you pulling back on charging towards someone, maybe having to say someone who comes in and tries to like start some confrontation and then pretend like they're saving the day just so they can have like some other chance with you. Because I feel like whoever comes in wanting having moon card comes out, yeah, because this person might have some secrets. So it has right now is not the move, yo. Let that shit die down. Because with the moon card, this person got some other shit, some other ulterior motives. They're not even gonna be telling you the whole truth. Don't let nobody emotionally manipulate you either. Yeah, four swords. This is what you need to be doing right now. Just chilling out, just resting, meditative, and kind of like just breathing, not arguing with nobody, taking time for yourself. Like I said, just fall back. Really time to pour into yourself right now, Aries. Because you start off with the Queen of Swords and you end off with the Four of Swords. So it's like after you do all of this, saying your truth and standing your ground and upholding your boundaries, then it's time for you to retreat and just rest, relax, stand down. No time to argue, no time to fight, no confrontation. It's not worth it because you have like something bigger that you need to be focused on right now. Something way bigger. Your spiritual health, your mental health, your financial health, and you being able to enjoy life is what's really important right now. Not one upping someone, not winning an argument, none of that. Okay, let's get your oracle messages, Aries. All right, the first one you got is surrender your desire to control people. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. So, yeah, Aries, realize that you cannot control anything external to you. You can manipulate your own energy field to get things popping for you, but other people you can't control them. You can't make people love you the way you want to be loved or be with you the way you want them to. It has to come from them. And if you are moving away from a controlling situation, it still applies. Your next card says surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you're fear of aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. So don't be afraid to take this new change here, this new leap that you have with the Six of Swords. It's really time to move on to something new, especially mentally. Don't be afraid to change your thoughts, like your thought patterns. I know it could be like, it's kind of comfortable to like think a certain way, but it's time to shift everything. And even if a relationship is not panning out the way you wanted to, Spirit is encouraging you to let it go. Stop fighting for something that is only draining you and not empowering you. Okay, let's get one more, Aries. You guys surrender to the beauty of the natural world. So, like I was telling you earlier, get out in water. Get out in some water, before it gets really cold out, maybe. But it's definitely time for a shift of energies. And I feel like you'll be recharged once you get out into nature. It says take a relaxing break and spend some time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. So yeah, it's time to replenish your soul. Let go of all of this bullshit, Aries. You can't control everybody. You can't be in confrontation with people if they're not doing things according to plan that you created. It's time to like for everyone because sometimes we get trapped into like make things happen on our own accord. Okay, so now let's get your energy messages. Okay, the first one you guys got was the thinking woman. And you had the Queen of Swords earlier, and I was telling you how it was so much thinking energy in your reading. Come out of your head a little bit, Aries. And if you are going to be in your head, be in there for the right reason. It says, female of wisdom or understanding. This card shows a woman holding a book, standing before a staircase, ready to lead you to higher understanding. This woman could be a friend who helps you express and understand your feelings, or she could be a teacher brought to your life at this time to take you in a new direction. This could also be a new love interest with a woman who is thoughtful, conscious, and aware. Or like the thinking man, this card could represent a side of yourself that's ready to blossom and bring clarity and assistance to the world. If so, find your voice and let your wisdom shine. So, yes, start speaking your truth, Aries. Start speaking your truth. You've probably been thinking about so much shit you have to say, and you just trying to figure out how to articulate it. Well, it's time now. And sometimes just being raw and real is the best thing. You got the garden in the gate in reverse. It's definitely time for some change, Aries. Okay. This card says the garden in the gate, abundant prosperity, staying safe. If this card is reversed, it indicates the happy choice to open the door to a more spiritual pursuit. You may have been obsessed with worldly issues, but your readiness to go deeper is now here. Many people believe that they cannot live in a material world, make lots of money, and engage in spiritual priorities at the same time. But you now realize that this isn't true. In fact, you can bring this wonderful spiritual focus to any endeavor. And when you do, you'll find that beyond your garden, the universe is willing to fill your life with beauty and joy. Expect the unexpected, for joyous synchronicity abounds. Ooh. And remember earlier, I was saying to you guys that you can have everything externally, but now it's time to tap into that spiritual part of yourself. The Hierophant came out to say, like, that's exactly what you're doing. Well, now with the Queen of Swords energy, you need to start speaking that truth. Okay. The last one you got is the World. This one came up in reverse. It says receiving the world reverse means that you've been severely limiting your view of things. You're thinking too narrowly, either in your options for action or in what you feel you deserve. You may be feeling boxed in by old ways of doing things, not quite sure of how to expand. This card calls for you to think creatively outside the box you find yourself in now. In addition, you may have emotionally painted yourself into a corner, surrounded on all sides by energies such as fear, short sightedness, limited thinking, or self doubt. But you still have the option to let all of that go. And this card is telling you not to wait a minute longer to do so. It's time to break out, see the unlimited horizons around you, and know that the world is waiting for you to take center stage. Affirmation: my life expands into boundless horizons with unlimited powerful energy. A world of possibilities is open to me now. Yes, Aries. Yes. What was we just talking about, you guys? Don't stay stuck. Don't look back, Aries. Go forward. Time to take that chance. Okay, now let's finish off with a love message and then we'll be done, my lovely. Come on now, Aries. Y'all make shit pop. Can't be sitting around sad or stuck. Got too much energy inside of you to be contained. Pour it into something you really are passionate about. And just make it so. Let's see what we get for you guys. Okay. Wow. Okay, you guys got number 50. Consider your foundation. This card says you are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. Love means to commit without guarantees. We give ourselves completely in the hope that love will be the lasting result. Love is an act to be better for it. Wow. Okay, Aries. Surrender to love. Now, that doesn't necessarily have to be an external love. Sometimes surrendering to the love of ourselves and the things that we want is what actually exudes love from outside of us and then attracts all these beautiful things towards us from the things that we just love about ourselves. And I think that's some of the stuff you've been holding in. Well, it's time to let it out, Aries. All right, my lovelies. Thanks for tuning in. Information for booking will be in the description box below. And yeah, so enjoy the rest of your month, Aries.